Hi, anybody that's there. I don't think there's anybody there. But let's see who shows up. Sorry for the shaking. Hi there.
Hi there.
Ooh, let me turn the volume down. Alrighty. Thanks for joining Jean and Kathy. And is it Sarah from Little Crafty Nook? If can someone just go and see for the other live that I scheduled, if there's anybody there, just to send them over here. Nikki. Thanks, Nikki. Okay. And sorry that I thought it was Sarah. So let's wait for a few people to come on. And hopefully we'll join. How do we do that? I don't know. Do you see, can you go to my channel and see if there's another like thumbnail for a live? And if there is, see if you can get in there. And if there's people chatting, just leave them a message to say, you know, join them in the other one. Or see if you can, I don't know if you'll be able to put a link in, so. Okay. So again, we'll just give people a chance to join. And I was hastily taking notes before we started. Are we starting on time even? Oh no, I'm early. Okay, good. So that never happens. Hi, Debbie. So the reminder, but no other thumbnail. Okay. Okay, cool. So we'll give it a few minutes after 3, like maybe 3:03, to get more people to join. I will keep taking my notes so I remember to cover everything I need to cover. If you want to share this on your Facebook page, depending on what device you're looking at, well, you can do it on your phones. I'm sure you could do it on your iPads or other devices. There's just a share button. It looks like an arrow, and the arrow's kind of going like this. And that's how you share this video. You could share it on Facebook or wherever you want. Hey, Patty. Thanks for joining. This is probably going to be a real snoozer for you, but I'm just going to give it a few minutes for people to join. My clock says 2:56. Hi, Jax. Thank you for sharing. You don't see another one. Okay. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me a minute. And hi, Elaine. How you doing? And give me a minute to figure out what the hell I'm doing. Yep, we're a little early. We're supposed to start at the top of the hour, but I'm going to start at the top of the hour. Hi, Lori. Wow. I hope you get a hold of that pot of stew. I have a feeling we're going to be shuffling a lot of pages. I might just use my notebook from last year. I'm talking to myself. All right. Might just have to wing it. Who else is joining? Sassy is throwing snowballs for Brutus. Brutus hasn't figured out that they aren't real balls. You know what I saw in the store the other day? Snowballs that were basically just, I don't know, cotton balls, but they were in a bucket and they were called indoor snowballs. Have a snowball fight indoors, and they were basically just white cotton balls. And you know, I don't know if that was a brilliant idea or I don't know what kind of an idea it was, but having a snowball fight indoors with cotton balls. Hi, Joan. You know, it might have been something I would have bought at some point. I keep moving this thing, and it's going to drive me nuts, and it's going to drive all of you nuts for sure. Oh, you did? See? It's kind of genius. If there's no snow, right, Patty? Probably didn't break any knickknacks, you know. Nothing got probably too damaged or broken. And how old are the kids that you were playing with, Patty? I know you have some babies. Okay, folks. So let's see. It's 3:01. I would really like to give a few more minutes for people to join. How did everybody's Christmas go? Or other holiday? Oh, and his 3. Oh my goodness. He's walking, he's talking. Does he say Aunt Patty? Does he call you Patty? Little Crafty Nook is Nikki with 2 Ks. Aunt Pappy. Patty, I think I'm going to have to get you a corncob pipe to go along with that name. Oh, that's good. They have flown by, Joan, haven't they? Again, if you could share, if you want to. No, no pressure. But maybe the fewer the people, the better. Okay, everybody. So I'm just gonna get started. I'm getting nervous. So, as some of you know, I'm just here today to talk about the Crafty Goals collab that we're going on again in 2020. We had one in 2019. We had 10 people to start for that collab. It was an amazing crew of people. A few people had to drop off due to life obligations and etc. along the year. And which was fine. We had 6. We had a new person join, and that's Debbie. Debbie, what's your channel name again? Project 39, I think it's called. Oh my God, I see the circle of death. Nope, we're back again. Okay. Anyway, and now we're starting again for 2020. So I wanted to, that's it, Project 39 mini albums. That's Debbie. And I wanted to invite everybody out there to join the collab. As a collaborator on YouTube for your craft goals or your art goals, whatever whatever your passion is. And if you have a YouTube channel and you like to make videos, we'd love it if you join the collab. And if you don't post videos, maybe you can follow along on your own and in your own way. And I'll talk about how you can do that in a little bit. We have some people that were in the collab in chat, so feel free to ask questions. And if I miss them, I'm sure they'll join in and they'll join in and answer your questions. Hi Deb, welcome. And a few people in chat will be joining for 2020 as well. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently this year. Last year, I sent out an email every month to all the people in the collab with not only the dates for upcoming videos, but maybe some inspiration and definitely a theme word for your video. And thank you for your comments, everybody. And so a theme for the video. So the whole gist of really the collab is to set out your goals for the year, your art or craft goals for the year, whatever your creative goals are. Set them out for yourself for the year, and then come back and do a video outlining your progress for the goals. And I'm losing my train of thought. So that's ultimately what you have to do once a month. And then at the end of the year, and our year end is going to be January 4th, where we'll go over our goals for the final time and see how we've done, and you know, take it from there. If you have a question specifically for me, hi Carol, hi CB, do put it in bold so that I will make sure to look at it. And I have friends in chat that will answer other questions that are not in bold, hopefully, if they can answer the question. If not, definitely put something in bold so I can, and hopefully you guys will keep me on track when I get distracted. So the theme word for the month was, it varied. Just as an example, in January, our theme word is going to be celebrate. And so when you're going through your goals and saying, I did this, I did that, and here's showing you some of the projects and talking about what it was like, and et cetera, you know, there's a theme like celebrate to talk about. It's the end of the collab for 2019. So how did you celebrate the holidays? How did you celebrate completing your goals? Or, you know, just celebrate completing your goals, or or whatever. However you want to incorporate the theme of celebrate, that's how you will incorporate that theme. Very often I had issues with my videos and I had to do them multiple times, and I do my videos ad hoc. I don't, obviously, I don't prepare a script. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you for that comment. So I would, do my video ad hoc and talk about all the wonderful things and make very poignant points about the theme and the yada and inspirational talk about goals and yada, yada, yada. And then I'd have a problem with the video and I'd have to start all over again. All that gold lost, but and once I did another video, sometimes I'd forget stuff. I'd forget what the hell I was talking about in terms of the theme. So the theme is an optional thing. I'm not too sure if I'm going to do theme this year. I haven't come up with my themes in advance. Last year I was prepared way ahead of time. I started in, I don't know, October, planning the collab and how it was going to run and what I was going to do and all those things. And I have some ideas. I have some notes written down. But I'll decide at the last minute how I want to, if I want to do a theme. Because again, last year the theme was optional. Edited in iMovie and you can keep on track. I'm not sure if you're talking to me, but I'll let you guys just keep chatting in the chat box there. Am I making any sense so far? I'm talking about, I guess, 2020's, how 2020 was, and now we'll go on to kind of talking about, for the newbies, what to expect. So if you're thinking along the way while we're having this live that you might want to join the collab, just send me an email at petunia10466@gmail.com. And I'm extending the deadline since I'm doing this video so late. So let me look at a calendar for a minute, because I think I had a new plan. I think it was January 8th. Let me just, I think I actually had a plan. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make the deadline to get the email if you want to join the collab. And if you want to join the collab, you're going to send me an email at petunia10466@gmail.com. And the deadline to reach out to me is going to be January 8th. And that's a Wednesday, 2020. You would have had to go into the past to do this, apparently. So January 8th, 2020. And you'll just send me an email, say that you're going to join the collab. And on January 15th, 2020 at 3 p.m. Eastern, you're going to do your first video, which is going to be an intro video. It's an intro to the 2020 collab and your goals. You can talk about how you formulated your goals and why it's important to you, why you decided to join the collab, and then you'll list out your goals, okay? So first video is January 15th, okay? And at 3 p.m., that's just an introduction to your goals for 2020. You're going to talk about your goals, why you decided to join the collab, and list out your goals. You can talk about for as long or as little as you like, but introduce the collab, why you decided to join the collab, and what your goals are. You need at least those three things. And you could talk about other things like why you wanted to join the collab, definitely why you wanted to join the collab, but your whole process for thinking about doing that. And then each month at the beginning of the month. So it's going to be the first Saturday of every month. First Saturday of every month at 3 p.m. Eastern. Again, you will do your progress update. Okay, so here are the dates. You can't see them, I'm sure, in my tiny scribble handwriting. Write these down now, and then you can add them to your calendar if you want to join. Can you see? No, you can't see. Let's get a little closer. There we go, even better. So the first date is going to be February 1st. Hold on a second. I messed up dates. January 11th. Okay. All right. Sorry, I messed up dates. Everybody reverse. January 11th is going to be, this is the deadline to join. And then your first video, intro, is Saturday, January 11th. Okay? Everybody got that? Okay, let me just hear if you all got that. January 8th, January 11th, etc. Thank you, Jean. And thank you, Elaine, for talking about scheduling your videos. Hi, Beth. That's Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing, right, Sarah? Okay, so January 8th and January 11th. Then the first video to talk about, thank you, CB, to talk about what your progress is, good for you, Nikki, is February 1st, okay? That's the first Saturday in February. So February 1st at 3 p.m., you will either schedule your video to go live at 3 p.m. Eastern, or you can put up your video at 3 p.m. Eastern, okay? And that's it. You'll just discuss your progress on the goals, what your goals are, what your progress is on your goals, how you feel about the very first opportunity to track your progress. And then if you want to, if there's a theme, I do have an idea for a theme, but I'll let you know. And if you want to talk about the theme, then you go ahead and talk about the theme as well. The whole idea is not only to help you keep track and achieve your goals, but in a way, you know, I think we've all, this whole year, we've all been sort of inspiring other people as well to first of all make goals and to go after their goals. And so the next date is March 7th. That's a Saturday at 3 p.m. Let me get my calendar so that we can all check these. So February 1st, March 7th, April 4th, May 2nd, June 6th, July 4th. That's a holiday in the U.S. August 1st, September 5th, October 3rd, November 7th, December 5th, and January 2nd, 2021. That will be the last video. So those are the dates and the deadlines to join. A couple of things that I will need from everybody that's in the collab that's joining along and I've already received some emails from people who are wanting to join, is that I'm gonna collect all of the YouTube channel names from all the collabers. I'll send it out to everyone so that they have everybody's name and link to their channel, and you'll put that in the description of your video. You'll also do a call out in each of your videos to make sure that everybody checks the description, because we want to share everyone else's progress. Hi, Alicia. And we're going to use, I learned this from Alicia of Call Me Crafty Al. We're going to use the hashtag Crafty Goals with Amalia. So you'll write not only the listing of all the collabers in the collab for the year, you'll write hashtag Crafty Goals with Amalia in the description. You can also, and yes, and if you do that, everyone will be able to look up the videos as we go along throughout the year by using this hashtag. And this is specifically for everyone in the collab to use. Okay, so I'm just reading some of the chat, making sure I'm not missing anything. And so let's see, am I missing anything, folks? Any of you veteran collabers? Again, the videos have to be up by 3 p.m. That's a good point, Beth. Thank you for saying that. If you have business goals related to your crafts, I would include those too. Why not? I have goals. I haven't included them in the goals that I'm going to share with everybody, but I'm not sure that I'm done figuring out what my goals are. I've been struggling with it, so there's that. Okay. So for those of you that haven't done this before, maybe you haven't set goals for yourself. One of the ways I suggest to start is with a brain dump. Just kind of write it all out. Exactly. Have fun. Don't sweat it. The method to my madness is I have to sweat things sometimes. Yeah, the way the collab, one of the observations that I will make about how the collab ran was some of the folks in the collab didn't write down specific goals. So if you go on the internet and you go Google how to set goals, you'll find lots of different methods, lots of different suggestions, and hopefully I can help you figure some of those out here today. Brain dump. I watched last year's video. Brain dump is a great tool, and basically it's a way to get out of your head onto paper, onto more concrete plane of your ideas and your thoughts and what it is you want to do. I started doing my own crafty goals before I did the collab a few years ago because I was accumulating so much stuff. How many of you would relate to that? I was accumulating so much stuff and not using it, and I have so many paper pads and I have so many ink pads and I have so many this and this and that, and it was becoming overwhelming, and they were just all, staring at me and ridiculing me, saying, use me, and exactly, you don't want crafts to make you anxious. I started writing down, and I started with a brain dump. I just kind of got all the stuff out of my head onto a piece of paper. I wrote everything down. It didn't have to make sense. It didn't have to mean anything. And then I kind of started all over again. I asked myself some questions, and it's the who, what, where, when, how, and why questions. What's the point of this? What is it that I want to do? Hi, my name is Amalia, and I'm a craft hoarder. You know, the first step to solving a problem is admitting that you have a problem. And awesome. So why do I say ask yourself this question? It's a way to organize all that stuff that you brain dumped on the paper into a plan. You can ask yourself these questions in any kind of order. I would definitely recommend, if your first time doing this, answering all the questions. Okay, and maybe you don't know who, what the answer to who is. Hopefully, the answer to who is you, or maybe it's your family, or maybe it's your cat. But you know, whoever the answer to who is. There's an answer to that question. Whatever the answer to who is, there's an answer to that question. And what is it that you want to do? That's the what. What do you want to do? I want to use my stuff. I got it for a reason. I acquired it for a reason. My reason is mostly because it was such a good deal. I have to be honest with you. But really, it was such a good deal, and I want to use it. And what do you want to do? I want to use my stuff, okay? Where do you want to do that? Maybe you don't have a craft space. Maybe you only have a kitchen table that you could use, or, you know, maybe you can only do it on your bed. So ask yourself that question, where? And that could be a couple of different answers. Like, you don't have to just create at home. You can go to crops. You can go, maybe your local library might have artistic events that you could join and participate in. Local craft stores. There's lots of different places that you can go and sort of do these type of things. Take classes. When do you want to do it? Well, the answer to when is going to be 2020, and within, we'll track the progress every month within 2020. Okay. How do you want to do it? Now, the question of how do you want to do it is, well, okay, I know I want to use my stuff, but what exactly does that mean? Last year, I said I want to use my 6x6 paper pads. Yes, Elaine, you did your goals a little bit different. You did a general statement, right? But you stuck to it. You stuck to it. And that works for you. And I totally get that. I'm a little bit more, I need to write things down because I will forget things. It keeps me accountable. And that's fine. Everybody will have to do things their own way, because maybe that checklist makes some people nervous. It turns them off. It dims the light of creativity for them. But for me, it was essential because it helped me keep account and on track, and frankly, a lot of people who are professional goal setters or whatever, to keep your goals quantifiable. And so that's why when I said I want to use up my 6x6 paper pads, I have a lot of 6x6 paper pads. There's no way I'm going to use them up in a year. So I said I'm going to use 5 6x6 paper pads. I set the goal at 8 at first, and then I was like, that's just too much. So I set the goal at 5. And even at 5, I made it down to the wire to use up my goals. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Nice to see you. Thank you. You see why I'm a diva is Lisa, everyone. Oh my God, constantly making lists, writing things down, talking on the phone, taking notes, whether it's what I'm talking about on the phone or, you know, what I need to do after I need to get off the phone. It just, for me, that really works for me. And I just made, you know, a kind of list. I'll show you last year's. And these are my paper pads. I wanted to do that. I wanted to do this. And I just did 12 boxes. And, you know, my idea was just to check off the boxes, but I actually got even more involved and just wrote numbers of the things that I completed and my progress from there. Paige, who I haven't seen here yet, and also Debbie from Project 39 created this large, what do you call it? Oh, and Beth did it too. Just a big sort of planner. Oh no, Paige uses calendars for the month. So she just printed out monthly calendars and wrote everything down in her calendar. And as she completed it, she highlighted whatever she was going to complete. And then Beth and Debbie used a big sheet of paper to check off what they were doing. And I really liked their own individual methods because it showed a big picture of what and how they were completing. So Elaine says, I'm a list maker too, but that makes crafting more of a job than fun for me. I totally get it. I get it. But I had to make a job of this for myself to be able to get some things done. I think I'm headed in a different, I know I'm headed in a little bit of a different direction for 2020. You might not be able to see this. It's all in pencil because I don't want to finalize it yet. Oh, congratulations. Paige's daughter just had a baby. So, yeah, so I haven't finalized things, but I'm still making quantifiable goals. So, I'm joining Deb Houck's. She has a couple of collabs for next year. She's got a 6x6 monthly collab, so that's going to help me use up some of my paper pads. But my goal for this year, usually when you set goals, you want to up the ante and increase your numbers for the following year. But okay, Patty, thanks. Everyone, Patty's going live on her own channel at 4:30. And you might want to tune in for that. She's an amazing mixed media artist. She does a lot of things. Right now she's working on collage. And she's responsible for getting me into jelly plating. She's responsible for me getting into polymer clay. What else? Oh, I would credit her with some responsibility for my watercolor obsession too. So Patty, it's all your fault and I love you for it. See you later, Patty. So, so for some of you newbies that are out there, we have 18 people watching. Hello, everyone. Make sure you make sure you go ahead and say hi so everyone can greet you. Yes, she is responsible for a lot of craft buying. A lot she does herself, and a lot she makes me do. But she finds the most unique, fabulous stuff. Hi, Pam. Hi, Pamela Webb. Thanks for joining. Thanks for speaking up. Any other people that are new and thinking of joining the collab and interested in finding out more? Don't forget, please write in all caps if you're going to address a question specifically to me, so that I know to look up and answer it. Okay? You're so sweet, Jacqueline. So anyway, where was I? Talking about my goals. Anyway, so let's see. How and why. The why, I think, of what your goals are, and you should really try and think about and write it down for yourself. Bye, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining. Is ask yourself why. Why do you want to join the collab? What time is it? Okay, it's 3:33. I've done a lot of talking. I don't know. I'm thinking about joining. How cool. Alicia, going to have to rewatch video because I missed the first 15 minutes. First 15 minutes were me just chatting and maybe saying hello. Well, the first probably 5 minutes were that. 5 or 8 minutes. So, I'll give you a quick synopsis, Alicia. You're going to write out your goals for 2020, your craft goals, your art goals, your crafty business goals, whatever floats your boat and whatever you care to share with other people, since you'll be publishing videos on your goals. You'll write out your goals, and then you'll let people know what your goals are with an introductory video as part of the collab. Then on the first of every month, beginning February, for the first Saturday of every month, beginning February 1st, which is the first, yes, anyway, at 3 p.m. Eastern, you will publish your first progress video on your goals. And a video will be due every month at 3 p.m. Eastern on the first Saturday of the month, where you'll review your progress on your goals. There's a playlist from 2019 of my videos and many of the other collabers' videos on how to get started and how it ran through the year for everybody. And right now I'm just talking about how to formulate your goals and how to keep yourself accountable. And my suggestion is making a list of your goals and making your goals quantifiable, like setting up a number. Like if you want to use up your 6x6 paper pads, if you want to use your 12x12 paper pads, what are you going to do to move towards that goal, and add a number to that and make them work for you. Make your goals work for you. You know, I have, I don't know, maybe 30 paper pads, maybe, I don't know how to count, 20 paper pads, 6x6 paper pads. And, you know, my goal for last year, it was to do 5 paper pads. That's not a tremendous dent, but it was a dent. And I knew what I could do and what I couldn't do. When do we post the introductory video? I'm on road, internet getting very sketchy, may get kicked off soon. So the deadline to send me an email at my email address is January 8th to tell me that you're going to join the collab. And then the first intro video is January 11th, which is a Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay? You're going to call your video Crafty Goals with Amalia collab, Crafty Goals with Amalia introduction, and then you'll tell everybody what your goals are and what your plan is and how you decided to join the collab and all that. And you're going to something official that we are joined, do we need to email you? Yes. Please email me some saying that I would like to join. I'm going to collect everybody's YouTube channel information, send it out to everyone. Yeah. Sorry. So my email is petunia1046@gmail. You should have my email address, Alicia. I've emailed you before. And so January 11th is the first intro video, February 2nd, and then every Saturday after that will be your, whatchamacallit, your progress report. And once I get all the names and all the channels, I'll send everyone an email with a listing of everything so that you could put it in the description. We are definitely using the hashtag Crafty Goals with Amalia as well in the description. And I'll send you additional information so that you can keep it to refer to for the rest of the year. Is here questions for you? Here is a question for you. If we scheduled a video, would you like us to have it come out at 3 p.m. or any time? I ask this because I understand that the algorithms are more weighted for the videos come out at the same time. But perhaps this is misinformation. I'm not all that YouTube savvy. I don't think anyone is all that YouTube savvy, frankly, because they change it all the time. But the video should be scheduled to come out 3 p.m. the first Saturday of every month, or for the introduction video, January 11th at 3 p.m. Eastern, which happens to be a Saturday as well. Thank you for asking questions. Yes, I prefer everyone post at 3 p.m. Eastern. I was lax about it last year because it was the first time, and who cares? But I care a little more now. So since this is the second time, I want to be a little bit more, on point about it, because I think these collaborations really help people, not just with their crafty goals, but with getting exposure to new subscribers. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. Really helps when I repeat stuff. Okay, cool. So how are you going to formulate your goals? Let's talk about that in the description. Even if you're not joining the collab, talk about it, how you do it in your own life. Let me know what you think about all this. Let me show you a little bit about how I formulate my goals. So this was from 2017 when I was just doing this on my own. So my commitment in 2017 was apparently not to commit to a number, just to track whatever it was I did. You could do that if you want to. Again, if you commit to a number, you know what? You could always change your mind. I had to change my mind on a couple of things during the year on 2019. So I did, because I have to make it work for me. But in 2017, I didn't commit to a number just to track. So in other words, I wanted to keep track of what it was that I did, because I'm accumulating this and I'm accumulating that, but what am I getting out of it? What am I doing? So it helped me to see what I was doing, to say, okay, well, I did use some stuff. The goals are, you could track them monthly, and, all right, sorry, hold on. Crafty Owl says, I think I'll have some monthly goals and then some yearly goals. Okay, the collab is definitely going to go for the whole year, okay? The intent is for the goals to be you know, like a year-long goal to get to a place step by step for the month. But if you have monthly goals that just end at that month, like in January, I want to do this, and then, you know, that's it for the rest of the year. That's fine. You know, you can talk about what it is that you wanted to do, why it was on a monthly basis, let's say, not a longer term goal for the year. But it's ultimately, I believe, going to end up, you know, the result of your monthly goals are going to end up in a bigger picture anyway. So maybe you want to share what your monthly goal is or anything like that. Anyway, so how? My how in 2017 was to do a brain dump. I wrote it all down. Number 2, I said bucket list, and I have no idea what that is at this time, but maybe it was a bucket list of things I wanted to do. Like, I really need to get to do this, and I really want to do this, and I'm going to get to it. I have no idea. Okay. So I guess my advice to myself, or what I wanted to do, was make a bucket list of things that I wanted to accomplish in the year, and then break it down to its simplest idea. So my bucket list, again, I'm going to go to the paper pads because I've got so many paper pads, was to use some of the paper pads that I have, since I have so many. And break it down to its simplest idea. Well, how many is it that I'm going to use? Am I going to use up all 20 in a year? No. Am I going to use up 10 in a year? Well, maybe I could do like once a month. So maybe I could do 12 in a year. And then you work on a paper pad and you realize, well, no, that takes a long time, and I want to do other stuff besides work on paper pads. So break it down to a more manageable number. So I decided in 2019 to do 5. So what is it that you really want to do with this whole goals thing? And then, you know, get to the kernel of it and then expand out further. Alicia, you could have a goal, for example. This is Deb Hope talking. Let's see. One thing I'm going to try to do is send 1 card to a family member and 1 card to a subscriber. Oh, that's a nice idea. Goal, for example, three lives in a year, but track monthly where you did each month, so you still know how many you had to do in a year. Great advice, Deb. Thank you. So, again, we have 22 people watching. If you've joined and you haven't said hello, please do say hello so we can all greet you. And if you have any questions, please write them in all caps so I will notice that it's directed directly to me, and I will stop talking and read. Okay. So let's see, what else? So I wrote some notes. Here's some of the notes that I wrote: the what, the why, the when, how, etc. So my what was, I want to use my supplies. I want to create because I enjoy it. It's relaxing. It's joyful for me. Did someone ask what a bucket list is? You want, before you kick the bucket. Okay. Yes, it has this. Oh, God, it gets even older. Those lists become even more important. Hell yeah. I want to share what I do with others because sharing gives me joy. I want to learn and gather with others to learn and to create because everybody needs community. And why? Why do I want to do this? Because I enjoy creating. Again, I'm probably repeating myself, but I enjoy creating, giving, learning, and being a creative being with creative people. And I want to make use of what I have, or what I create, by donating. That's one of my whys. And that could be one of your whys as well. I want to donate my extra supplies to those who can use it. It doesn't have to be done all at once. My when was, it doesn't have to be done all at once. Monthly progress. And this is me just on my own and doing this. And let's see what else I said to myself. How. Here was my how. I'm going to send out birthday cards on the Birthday Random Acts of Kindness Committee. I've done that for several years with Split Coast Stampers. I gave myself a minimum to send out every month. How many videos I wanted to do. Thank you cards I wanted to send out. What kind of projects I wanted to work on. And then I decided to sort of break things out into themes so that I could use the various things that I have. So one of my themes was break the seal. One of the themes was empty it. So break the seal was use something new unopened. One was empty it, use it up, finish it, and toss it. Homemade, create and use embellishments that I made. So make my own embellishments. Technique, use techniques, do mixed media, do embossing, watercolor, jelly plate, case it, copy another project. Sometimes it's hard to come up with your own ideas. Copy another project on YouTube, on Split Coast Stampers, and all the other resources that we have. Use a kit or purchased project. Tons of those. So I broke it out into themes to help me sort of organize how I wanted to go about all of this. And then this is my tracking. I just did this. In January, I did 36 birthday cards, thank you cards, and etc. cards. I sent out 25 bracks. So this is me just tracking it. I didn't say how much of what I wanted to do, and I didn't quantify my goals, but I tracked what I did. Brack, let me just check. Is anybody ASMR? Do you like, is it the sound of my voice? It's not annoying. So for February, I did the same thing. I used one 6x6 paper pad. Up. I did a video. I did an empty it. I did a case it. March, I sent 14 cards out. It wasn't a productive month for me apparently. And quarter one, this is just me being nerdy. Quarter one, I did 54 bracks total. I made 56 cards, and I used 2 6x6 paper pads. Mom's coming home. She doesn't know I'm doing a video. So if you hear me say anything, it's just me greeting her. Hi! Yeah. Hi, Shauna. That's Mom. Everybody say hi to Mom. And so I went on from there. I basically tracked my stuff from there. In 2018, again, I was doing my own goals. And here's what I wrote. I want to continue tracking my usage. Are you guys falling asleep? Is any of this useful? Should I go on and continue to something else? Thanks, guys. So then I started incorporating more quantifiable numbers of what I wanted to do for my goals. So I wanted to continue tracking my usage. And then I said I want to use 8 6x6 paper pads. Okay. I want to use my project stash. I'm going to use 3. So this is me and why it's recommended to quantify your goals. Okay. Because putting a hard, cold number on what it is you want to do will bring you bigger results, I think. So no by months, 6 months out of the 12. I doubt that I was successful in 2018. I sure wasn't successful in 2019 with that, but that's okay. It got me into better habits. Let's see, 12 YouTube videos at least once a month. Bake, cook something new once a week. I give myself that goal every day to bake or cook something once a week. Still having trouble with that one. Sell, donate excess. Craft stuff, KonMari. I read the KonMari method that year. That has helped me a lot. And I set myself a goal of 100 brat cards to be sent out for the year. So this was my what. My why, I like being, again, it's the same thing. I like being creative and using what I have and sharing it with others. How am I going to do that? I'm going to stick with themes. I'm going to make my own embellishments. I'm going to open new stuff and use it all up and throw it out. I started doing my empty it videos, anti-haul videos, where I would, you guys don't forget every once in a while to click the live button to make sure that you're live. What was I talking about? You do? I forgot what I was talking about, folks. Totally forgot what I was talking about. I was on a roll. Donations. Anyway, so that was my process up to 2018. In 2018, I started this thing where I said, I'm gonna track for the month. I want to use 8 paper pads. So check off every time I use a paper pad. Does frozen pizza count? No, it doesn't. Sorry. And toast doesn't count either. I did projects made from stash. Sometimes I would list what it was that I made, because great, you checked off a thing, you checked off a number, but what did I do? I don't even remember what I did, right? I like my graph paper list too, Jean. Okay, so I will definitely send out a video, an email with specified rules and all that to everybody. But the big rules are to send me your wanting to join. And I got yours, Sarah and Nikki, and who else did I get? So far, these are the people that have said they are going to join for 2020. We've got Paige, which is Stamp Girl, Beth, who is Bourbon Creek Crafts, Debbie from Project 39 Milli Albums, Amalia from Cool Cakes with Amalia, Cool Cakes and Crafts with Amalia, Creations by Kimber, Deb Hoax Crafty Cottage, Nikki with Little Crafty Nook, Jean, who is Jean, homeschool mom of 4, Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing, Jessica, who is Canadian Paper Junkie, and most recently, Robin from Crafts I Heart. And Jacqueline will be joining again. Yay, Jax! Elaine, are you still with us? Are you going to be joining again? Oh, that's a squeaky marker. So far, that is, let's see if Amalia can do math on demand. That is going to be 12 people so far. Okay, Elaine's not sure, and that's fine, Elaine. No worries. We'd love to have you join again. You are awesome, and I really love how in almost every video you said, "I'm doing this because I said I would," and I think that's important. And I appreciate it. And yeah, constantly losing my train of thought. What are the rules? Send me an email. Do your introductory video on the 11th at 3 p.m. Eastern. And then the first Saturday of every month, do your progress report at 3 p.m. Eastern. More rules. Hold on. Don't run away. I'm going to send out everyone the list of all the collabers. Do you know Robin? Cool. Awesome. It doesn't have to be lists. You do you for your goals the way you got to do you. No judgment. Hashtag Crafty Goals with Amalia. I'm going to send you the names of everybody in the collab and hopefully links to their channels so that you can put it in the description. You have to put it in the description. And you also have to put in the description hashtag Crafty Goals with Amalia. Okay? There is one other rule. Your videos have to be up by the first Saturday of every month at 3 p.m. If you miss a month, and I will give a grace period of 1 week, but if you miss a month completely and you don't post your video up by the following week, your name is off the list of collabers. And I will, no judgment, no pressure, but it's not fair to the other people that are consistently doing videos and sharing everybody else's channels and, giving exposure to everybody else to have someone who's not going to fulfill the one obligation once a month. So a grace period of 1 week, and that's plenty. But if you miss that, that's it. The only thing that happens is that your name will come off the list that goes in the description. You're still free to do your goals and put up your videos if you like. And I'll give out a different hashtag for those that don't want to join the collab per se, but kind of want to do some craft goal videos and want to share on their channel. If you want to use the hashtag Crafty Goals, that'll be a great way for people to check you out. Streaming does count as a video as long as you want to. You have to make sure the video gets recorded and gets put up, right? So that people that won't be there for the live stream can go and subscribe to you, can go back to your channel. So losing track of my thoughts. Can go back to your channel and find the video. And as long as you stream, if you're going to go live, stream at 3 p.m. on Saturday. I might be doing that too. Who knows? Life gets funny sometimes. So, Sean, are you going to join the collab? Does streaming count as a video? Yeah, just as long as it's by 3 p.m. at 3 p.m. Saturday, the video has to go up at the same time for everybody. And I do have a custom thumbnail. The thumbnail that I used for this stream was the one that I was going to use for the thing, for our collab. The idea, Shauna, thank you for that question. Does streaming earlier than 3 p.m. count? I really appreciate that question. The only reason that we ask for everybody to have their video up at the same time is because, well, again, the whole thing about the algorithm, first of all, for people following along, we'll set, it'll be a set schedule for everybody to sort of know, okay, these videos are coming up now. We can either go at that time to see them, or, and that way everybody will get traffic on their channels. It's kind of for the benefit of everyone to be posting them all at the same time. Your viewers, my viewers, everyone's viewers will expect them to be there at that time, and it'll be easier for everyone to sort of, you know, start at one video and then go along down the line and watch everyone else's videos. So that's why it's for everyone at the same time. And even though I'm giving a grace period of lateness of 1 week, you know, it's beneficial for you to post your video at the same time as everyone else, because you'll get the advantage of all of those eyes at the same time moving on to watch your video and the next person's video and the next person's video. If you post your video a week late, you know, everyone may have already, you know, gone through the series of collab videos and not take advantage of watching your video. And, you know, the same is true if your video is late. Your viewers may view your video, but they may not necessarily go back and, well, actually, everyone else's videos will be up already, but still, don't be late. I stream every Saturday, usually at 12:30. Yes, Central Standard Time. Yes. Yes, I will send it with the channel links. One thing about channel links, and if anybody can offer any tutelage, advice, or whatever about the channel links, what's the best way to get those channel links out to everyone? Because I have found that sometimes the links don't work very well, whether it's me setting them up, I didn't set them up right, or maybe somebody else didn't copy them, paste them right. Yes, yes. You could schedule your video, your produced video at a certain date and time. And that certain date and time for the collab would be first Saturday of the month at 3 p.m. And you know, not that I'm, if you need to, oops, sorry. If you want to talk about the collab during your lives, you're more than welcome to, right? It's your channel, babe. But that's fine. But the specific goals video for the collab, 3 o'clock, first Saturday of the month. Right? Does that work for you, Shauna? Christy Ann's Crafty Adventure. I'm so glad you're excited about this. Hi, Christy Ann. Everybody say hi to Christy Ann. All right. Have I talked enough? It's 4:06. So who's joining the collab? Raise your hand if you're joining the collab. What else? Let me make sure I'm being the whole thing. Oh, another rule. The title of your video has to be Crafty Goals Collab with Amalia. That's the title of the video. Here we go. Crafty Goals Collab with Amalia. Let me write it out. Oy, maron. You have to use the hashtag Crafty Goals with Amalia, and the title of the video has to be Crafty Goals Collab with Amalia. intro. That's due, when is that due? January 11th. Oh my God. 1/11/20, right? And then Crafty Goals collab with Amalia, January, and that's due 2/1/20, etc., etc. So even though the video comes out January 1st, you're really reviewing your progress for January. And then the following month, you'll do the same thing. It'll be February. The following month will be March. The following month will be April, etc., etc., etc. Okay? So those are what the titles of the videos have to be as part of this collab. I will provide a thumbnail. Did you guys like the thumbnail that I created for this live? Will that work for you? We hope you do. It's so helpful. Hi everyone, I'm so glad to be here with y'all. I'm excited to do it again this year. Thank you, Beth. I'm about 90% sure I'll join. Thank you. What's the 10% that'll move you over the line? What's going to get you to buy that car today? Should I be selling cars for a living, folks? I don't think so. Oh, deadline is, yes, the 8th is the deadline to sign up. 11th is the intro to video. Alicia, we would love to have you in the collab. You have great production quality in your videos. I love your videos and all the hard work you put into making them. Share this with your friends too if you think they would like to join, any of your crafty friends. Another fabulous YouTuber that many of you know and love may be joining as well, and I hope she does. I don't know if she's here on the live, but I hope she pipes up and says that she'd like to join. It would be totally awesome. Did I mention I have a playlist? I did mention it, but I'll mention it again. I have a playlist in my YouTube channel that's all about videos for the collab. It's the introduction video. It's how to set up your goals. I'll try to do another video about how setting up your goals if you think that'll be helpful. And the rules of the road for the collab and all that. I have to be a good liar. I am not a good liar. I'm good at being brutally honest sometimes. The playlists are helpful. The playlist is definitely helpful because it's my first couple of videos introducing the collab last year. It's also at least the first 6 or 7 or 8 months videos of everybody who was in the collab. So if you were in the collab with me last year, I saved your video to my 2019 collab playlist. And so you can see how people worked their goals. Some people didn't write a damn thing down and still worked their goals. So, but again, writing it down, if you're a visual person, if you're not a visual person, it's very helpful because it gets the thoughts, like, again, out of your head onto paper, more concrete, you know? Any questions? If you have questions for me, feel free to ask. Please use uppercase letters to write your question so that I will notice it and that it's for me. Let me look at my notes and make sure I didn't fail to go over anything. If you're interested in just doing the collab, but not in joining in with our goals and doing your own goals along with us, but you don't do videos on YouTube, or you don't want to do videos on YouTube, then you can follow along with us for sure. Help yourself keep organized. Use a notebook, a calendar, your planner, and challenges come along the way throughout the year. If you've got kids, you've got school dates that you've got to be responsible for. You've got work, you've got travel, you've got birthdays, anniversaries. Some people get sick when you don't want them to get sick, and it's not very convenient. Thanks, Deb. Thanks for joining. And so plan out your days. That if you know that you won't be able to do a video for the collab, then do your video ahead of time and schedule it. Look at my hair, looks so frizzy. It's not frizzy, it's lovely and luscious. Anyway, guys, again, if you have some questions, please go ahead and ask. Please say hello if you haven't said hello yet. I'm going to end in a few minutes. Because my friend Patty's coming on at 4:30, and I want to be sure to be there and watch her. And if you have questions for me, you can send me an email. Elaine, we hope you join. We'd love to have you again. Right, everybody? Happy New Year, CB. Good luck to you in 2020, Elaine. Thank you, Sandra. Xandra. Bye, Jax. Bye, Sassy. Bye, Sarah. CB. See you soon. Happy New Year, Joan. Give my regards to Paul and all your family. Little Crafty Nook is Nikki, and Crafting and Relaxing is Sarah. Project 39 mini albums is Debbie. Have a good day at work, Christiane. Hope you join us. Happy New Year to you too. Everybody give me a thumbs up. Don't forget, before you leave, give me a thumbs up. Click like. Don't forget to subscribe. Again, send me an email at petunia10466@gmail.com before January 8th if you want to join the collab. Thank you so much, Nikki, for joining. Don't forget to click like before you leave. Thanks so much, everybody. I'm going to sign off now. And have a wonderful new year if I don't see you or talk to you until next year. Blessings to everyone. And thank you so much, everyone, for watching and for joining along. Please click thumbs up on this video if you're watching after the fact, after it was live. Click subscribe and click the bell. Happy New Year! Love your guts too, girl. And sayonara. Ciao. I stopped? I don't know. No, I haven't stopped.